Ride up to Copper Hill and drink some beer.
I say they don't know him too well up there. They might have a lynch mob. Okay, I take that back, bro. Oh, okay.
Remember the beer joint, the Pines?
Oh yeah,
over at Benton. It said some black guy pulled in there one time, asked the bartender, said, "Where do the black folks hang out around here?"
Yeah.
Now, this is a true story.
She said the last one hung from that tree right up there.
Now, this is a true story. Now, where you think you're going to hang out at home?
Why do you think they call it the Pines?
Yeah, the Pines.
Well, you just hang anywhere you want to, but hopefully you don't get with the wrong crowd, because they have a tendency to build bonfire under people and all kind of things. So you stay with the right kind of people. Where's the Caucasian y'all with anyway? I said, here he is right here. This is my friend right here. Me and him went to, we was in Vietnam together. Oh, okay.
They might let that slide if they think you're a veterinarian.
Well, I know they will. They have known that, because I have a friend of mine that went into a hood. He was in the neighborhood, nothing but, you can call them the upper Caucasian people with real tough necks and strength, two men. And he told him he was a vet, and they gave him the royal treatment.
Matador, was it last year or year before, we went out on Christmas and went to a couple bars and after our Christmas parade, and so I'd been telling Matador about that movie, 48 Hours, or was it 48 Hours, where Eddie Murphy dressed up like the sheriff and walked in that redneck bar and he threw that shot glass against the window and he said, "Look here, bitch." And he goes, I'm your worst freaking nightmare, man. I'm a black man with a gun and a license and I'll whip your ass. And they all were just sitting there like, okay, who's this black guy? And so I told Matador, I said, I'm going to take you out here to the American Legion. Now, these guys, hell, we go in there and, it's like Snowball and me and, a bunch of people we know. We walk in, Matador's had about 8 or 10 beers. He grabs a shot glass, smashes it against the window. "Look here, you bunch of white honky ass. I'm your worst nightmare." And then he's like, "Hell, I can't remember how it goes, Fro." And everybody by that time, somebody got him butt tackled down and called the law. And we finally, next thing you know, we were all drinking and they were hugging those guys' necks out there, old Bob Taylor and the gang out there at the American Legion, and how they've invited us back.
I had a good time. Well,
I think they're going to give him a free turkey or something.
Well, it kind of makes.
They said, he's all right.
He's like that sheriff from Blazing Saddles.
They said, "That's my blood brother here," and he didn't have to wipe the blood in my face, so I just kind of jab smacked him a little bit. "Man, don't be putting that stuff in my face." "Well, ain't you my blood brother?" I said, "Man, you out your treehouse." He said, smush, and just rubbed it all in my face. I had to hit him in the nose. I mean, it really teed me up.
I don't want any redneck rubbing blood on my face.
Yeah, maybe better than a bear.
You're a buffalo soldier.
I don't know what you call him, by a guy, but I'll tell you one thing about it. Give me an ice pick, I'm going for 99 times.
Ooh.
That's a sewing machine.
He's dangerous.
He ain't going to bust a grape, is he, bro?
Not on you.
Okay, next page. Happy Veterans Day up there. And we got Thanksgiving is just around the corner. And, of course, this is going to be New Year's. Happy New Year's to the veterans out there.
The black veterans.
Yeah, to the
For some
veterans.
reason, they celebrate New Year's Eve before
Well,
Thanksgiving.
they know the line of scrimmage.
It's the black calendar. They have it's like they're different.
Like a Mayan.
Well, the Jews have a Jewish calendar.
Mm-hmm. And the Negroistic people have the Negroistic calendar.
What about the Caucasianistics?
Well, every day is a holiday for them. Anyway, we just passed the Pig Feet month. It was real good. I think it was a success in chitlins. And so we got some other wonderful holidays coming up in the Negroistic holidays.
You're live.
Hello, I was wondering if St. Nicholas would give me an Xbox.
Boy, that would be good. But you just have to write that letter to St. Nicholas and see what he can do. You just have to believe in. He's a soul brother.
Exactly. You got to see what house he's break into and steal it.
No, he's a real soul brother.
That's what we need to do, Matador. If anybody out there wants to write a letter to St. Nicodemus,
send it in, and that's what you
bring it down here to the Whoop, and we'll hang it up down here, and some of them may come true.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We'll turn them over to him when he comes by.
Well, you can take St. Nicholas or Chris Kringle. Oh, he's pretty cool, too. Hey, both of them boys are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. We want
you,
an Xbox.
Biggie?
That sounds pretty good, Xbox. You hear him, St. Nicholas?
Is that you, Biggie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, there, Biggie. We'll put you down for a sex box.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
You heard it here first, kids. Write down your Christmas wishes. Bring them down to Whoop.
address them whether you're white or black, depending on
Yes.
whether you want us to send it to St. Nigris or
Chris
Kringle.
Yes. So send them down. St. Nicholas has a very busy schedule. He is on the black calendar.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is on the black calendar. What day is Christmas?
Black Friday.
No, it comes. We really celebrate it in. What time does the income tax checks come? Let's quit that now. I mean, it's around February 26th, if I'm not mistaken. My
Isn't that,
February
Black Friday?
26th. You better get.
I think Casey's
give him
having
some
a heart attack.
oxygen. Give him some oxygen over there, bro.
That is, I believe that is the new Christmas. I think you're right.
Yeah, we got that fixed up just right now. It's February
Whenever
26th.
Obama's checks hit,
Well, you know. Well, ours is February 26th on the agendas for the Negrolistic calendars.
Matador, do you and your family shop on Black Friday as a rule?
Well, I don't know anything about that home improvement. There's nothing I can say about it.
I'd say you're not up in the morning in time to go shopping on the day after Thanksgiving, are you?
No, I'm a one-track thinker.
You're
One
gonna be
shot,
drinking a
one
lot of
kill.
bourbon?
No, one shot, one kill. I know what I'm going to get, and it's take me 5 minutes to run in, get what I have to get, and I'm back.
You talking about the liquor store?
No, it all depends on what I'm going to get. My homie, my Alex, or my
Depends on what
Brand.
best groceries got.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going that far, you know. No, I have to go to the mall, or I have to go to Chattanooga to the Toys R Us.
Who runs Best Grocery now?
His name is Clarence Chapman. If I'm not,
So he's the boss.
he the man.
Clarence Chapman.
Yes.
How about Gene Vest? He still work there?
Well, I wasn't pulling your leg now, brother. I mean, don't get me wrong or anything. But that name came to mind, so I had to say it. It's,
Yeah,
it's
made that up.
realistic to do that.
He's
You know.
just not a real person.
Don't bother me, homie. Look here. I've had a very bad day. First of all, I've been inhaling dust all day from blowing this machine.
No, those are cigarettes.
No, it wasn't cigarettes, homie. Matter of fact, time out. I'm going to say that in time out because you really got on my last name.
You know what I was just thinking, Matador? You need to,
Okay.
when you're doing the weeding with the, what do you call that? Your leaf gobbler, your leaf gopher?
It's called a billy goat.
A billy goat.
Yes.
That little machine, you know, you get back here and you tie into these old weeds and these vines on the back of the building over here, and you know that's I was looking, that's poison ivy.
Yeah.
So you may be back there smoking a little, you know, cigarette and rubbing on it,
Yeah.
emptying those leaf gobblers and the gopher, whatever it's called, and it's got all that marijuana. I mean,
It
poison
stirs up.
ivy in there, and that's getting in your lungs.
Well, I like to say this, home interior designer. You know, when you stir up a lot of dust on these machines that I'll use, you can catch ragweed. And excuse me, but some people are allergic to ragweed. But sometimes it builds up on this goat. So I have to dress for the weather. I mean, I might put on a snorkels or anything, but don't laugh at me if you see them on. It's just that I'm trying to keep the ragweed out of my sinuses. But so much for that. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving along with my homies. We hope that we have a nice little Thanksgiving coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Counselor, are you on a ham, turkey, or
Big Woody.
vegetables?
Fro Daddy, you're live on Whoop.
Hey, this is Skeeter. I want to talk to Matador.
Yes, ma'am. Speaking.
That's Skeeter
What
boy.
you been doing?
Well, I've been trying to survive. How you been doing?
What do you mean, yes, ma'am?
Oh, this is you, my brother. Are you driving very much now?
No, I ain't driving. Well, I just took the car for a spin, actually.
Okay, well, I was just wondering when you was going to get behind the wheel.
Well, Skeeter boy, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
What would you like old Nicodemus to bring you for Christmas? St. Nicholas.
What?
What do you want for
St.
Christmas?
Nicholas. What do you want him to bring you for Christmas?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't have anything in mind that you like to have yet?
An SS Camaro, I guess.
I know this getting in the wheel, get behind the wheel. He wants some
Yeah.
car blue, so you just might want to get ready for
St.
that.
Nicholas kind of doesn't really specialize in cars there, son. He
We
specialized more in those Magnum 40-ounce beers and those
Oh, no,
Now, we
no,
do have
no.
Fisher
one
Sweet
we do have-
cigars.
No.
We
no.
do have one Eldorado convertible left with curb catchers.
Well, this
72.
young man
You'll
knows.
get a 40 and a pack of smokes from St. Nicholas.
Look here, my young brother. You just keep believing, because Saint Nicholas is a soul brother. He's a real soul brother, and he does things for people and makes
like
it
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, you just have that American dream, and if that's what you want, I guarantee you just keep believing in it. Saint Nicholas will have you one day. You just keep backing, going around the block in your daddy's automobile, and just
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow.
yeah, just keep believing.
Yes.
All right.
If you'll write a letter out there, little Skeeter boy,
Mm-hmm.
to St. Nicholas, bring it to the studio. We'll see that he will try to make your holiday hopes come true.
And that's a fact, Jack.
Save Jackknife Jim Bob all that money.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I bet
Amazing.
he's a good driver now. He was ready for a car.
Yeah, we
It
had him
just started
tasting and
last
drinking
year.
last year.
Well, I think, what is he, 14 now? Ain't you 14, Skater boy?
Did I what?
Ain't you 14 years old?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. You were somewhere in that neighborhood. You wouldn't be jiving me, would you? But anyway,
St. Nicholas might bring him an ice pick.
yeah. So far, you're doing pretty good. You know, your dad say you're doing good backing up, and you used a tractor sometimes, and they said you turned out to be a pretty good driver so far.
Do you ever take the car when Dad's not home?
Of course not. A tractor?
Actually have.
Yep, the tractor. I know you backed the tractor up and back.
What you need to do, Skeeter boy, to really learn how to drive, you need to wait till your parents are gone, and then get the keys.
Counselor.
Take the car for a spin. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to grow
That's
up
how
sometime.
we learned. We used to get the truck and had to do that, Jay.
I've known people that done that.
Yes.
They usually try to hide the keys.
Yeah, you watch them, you'll find
Yeah,
them.
yeah, you'll find them. Don't worry about it.
Am I supposed to take my mom's car or my dad's?
Well,
Whichever one's fastest.
Skeeter boy, you just had to play by the rules, but don't let them know that you're doing that. See, you got to keep it to yourself. Don't go out. Don't go too far. Don't go to the liquor store or nothing like that. Just go around the block or something. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe over to Vest Grocery.
Yeah, just around the block and
I
get
want
you.
to drive something fast, so I drive Old Blues Trailblazer.
Oh, that thing a flat out jump, won't it?
Yeah, I will.
Yes, sir. You done drove it before?
What?
Now you drove it before, haven't you?
Yeah, I drove it. We just took it for a spin.
Okay. He don't make you. I mean, you don't make your daddy real nervous, do you?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Yeah, you got to slow down a little bit. Don't hit that gas too hard. Just kind of go slow and just work your way into it. You're doing pretty good though.
Yeah.
I
Let
like
Daddy
going
take a
slow.
drink of liquor.
Yeah.
That'll calm his nerves.
You're doing pretty good.
Oh, going slow for sissies.
Have you learned how to use a straight shift yet? You just drive a hard dramatic.
I've already took it for a drive, too.
Oh, you know how to drive a straight shift.
Yeah.
I bet you hard on the clutch. You know how to hold that clutch right, don't you?
Yeah, I already have a dirt bike. I already learned how to do all that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Well, who knows? Just keep believing in St. Nicholas and all things are happening.
Yes. Write St. Nicholas a letter. Bring it down here, Skeeter boy, and we'll hope that your holiday hopes come true.
That's a fact, Jack. All right, Skeeter
I'll
boy.
see y'all.
All right, heads up.
All right, bye.
Goodbye. Yeah, it's
St.
a fine
Nicholas
young
is
man.
good to all the good little boys and girls.
Yes, he is, boy.
So
And
if you
FRO
kids
Daddy,
don't
don't
get
you
any,
even go there.
so if you kids don't get anything
Yeah.
for Christmas, then
Mhm.
I guess you know that you just weren't good enough this year.
What do you think Derek Dooley's getting for Christmas?
Pink slip.
That was blunt. Really?
Poor Dooley. I like Dooley, but he's a goner.
Yep, he's on a roll, isn't he?
Yeah, boy. If you don't win, you're out.
I'm going to tell you, and I think they really teed off at that old boy a little, aren't they?
It's competitive business.
I don't think he's holding his mouth right.
Well,
or something.
you really can't just keep trying to do bad. At some point, the team and the donors, especially the people that spend a lot of money to have a little place to go sit when it's raining and hide their liquor, they get mad if you try to lose. So apparently that's been the new trend up there.
Yeah.
I believe this will be it, though.
Oh, he'll be there next year and have the same purpose.
I don't know.
Yeah.
At UT, it's not the old saying, it's about winning or losing. It's how you play the game.
Correct.
That is not the slogan at UT.
Well, Counselor, I think they should have broke even on that anyway. You know, one half of them or just shy of half. I think they've only won one game, right?
They've just beat small teams.
Yeah, one or two little
They
games.
haven't won an SEC game yet.
Mm.
Matter of fact, the last game the last SEC game they won, if I'm not mistaken, was the Kentucky game a year ago in 2 weeks.
Ouch.
So,
And the Titans had a bad year this year, too. They ain't busted a grape. They look
I
good.
didn't even watch the Titans.
Mhm.
I was going to be for the Falcons, and then Saints beat them, so I don't really know who to be for anymore.
I bet Cinnamon liked that, didn't
Oh,
she?
yeah, we were screaming.
Oh, Lord.
It's one of the Saints 1-8 now or something.
Did you slap her down?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Well, she's got that pole in there in front of the television, so she kind of practices on the pole while she's watching TV a lot, Gets her thigh strength up.
Well, that's entertainment
For me, too.
for you, too.
And the neighbors.
And the kids next door.
And, of course, everybody that's on my webcam.
Well, yeah, but they're paying.
Yeah.
They-
Damn Skippy.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Caucasian man? What would you like to have for
You talking to me? There's 2 Caucasian men in the room.
Well, I was talking to you. I was looking at you,
of course,
my brother.
not counting you.
My brother of another mother. Do you
do I want
want
for
a
Christmas?
turkey? No, would you want a turkey?
You
or
want
the
my
ham?
turkey or my ham, don't you?
No, I went and turned in your request. I think I did.
Yeah, I know what you did.
The ham, the turkey, or the vegetables. Or the fruit plate dish.
I think Fro's going to request for Christmas maybe
He likes to smoke turkey.
2 prostitutes and a bottle of Jack.
Oh, God, he's going to be sick for days.
And then my partridge in a pear tree.
I don't know. That would be exciting. Y'all just going above and beyond. Why don't y'all just something real natural, something that's close, like a pellet rifle to shoot the squirrels in the yard or something exciting?
Yeah, that sounds
You
fun.
see, I feed my wildlife around my home.
Oh, you don't bust a cap or shoot
I
at them?
enjoy that. I'm not a rapist of nature like you. And
Well-
I'm sure you throw your 40 bottles out the window and into a creek when you're finished drinking them, too.
No, I want me another film of Ramsey sneaking up behind a hunter and
We need to
whooping
get
him.
hold of Bobby Roy to see if they videoed it that time.
Yeah, and then
You'd probably
whooping
get
the
off.
hunter and whooping his clothes off and then abused him. Now, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I tell you, I had a call from Ricky and Bobby Roy a while back, and they
I'm sure they're
have had a call from a California movie maker.
Mhm.
He wants to make a
a reality show.
kind of like
They
a
heard-
low budget film.
They heard of Ramsey.
Yes, it's going to be kind of like a low budget film of a remake of Ramsey's raping Bobby Roy. It's going to be like a porn.
That was so funny when he snuck up and whooped his pants off and then abused him.
What's
I
it
mean,
gonna be
no
called?
offense.
The redneck rapist.
But he had to put all that scent on him. That deer
Yes,
wouldn't have
they're
never
gonna
missed
call
it.
it Old Deer.
I like the name of that old deer.
Old Deer.
That boy ought to know better than
Good
put
morning,
that kind
deer.
of female scent all over him like that. That deer went and tore him up. I mean,
Changed his life.
it did. That boy ain't been right since.
They're in negotiations for selling those movie rights.
But you know, it's a lot that been going on that they kept to themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't nobody
The
said too
untold
much about
stories.
that. Yeah.
You don't think there's any incest going on out there, do you?
I don't know. The boys getting hit by them deers. I don't know.
That's nature right there. That's nature up close and personal.
Man, that's the real deal. It don't get no better than that. But and they even filmed one of those things. I seen it on the Wild Kingdom or something where a deer went and abused a man like that. He can only hang so long, but once you get them pants down, you just might as well forget it.
2011 was a rough year for Bobby Roy.
Yeah, that boy ain't right.
He did. He got caught behind so many times he doesn't know which way he's going.
There was the deer,
Yeah, the deer did it.
the oversexed
Trucker.
coonhound,
Yeah, he
the
was-
trucker, the long haul trucker. He was raped by all 3.
Yeah, that dog abused him too. He's really he's been through it. I envy him. I mean, really. I mean, and then he had Rocky Mountain. Rocky
I
Mountain.
did notice you were a little jealous when he called
No,
him.
I mean, he survived that. He's doing good. I mean, he really did pretty
know.
good. And then he's been bit by a tick, and he didn't do nothing but drink a whole fifth of moonshine, and he got rid of that.
He's been circumcised.
Oh, yeah. He said he had 8 inches of skin hanging on in front of him.
You know, those peanut butter crackers made him sore.
He put silver dollars and tied it
we
in.
never did see if
That's
old
what I got.
Brian Collins and the Phillips 66 guys would pay for all that, did they?
No, we need to check with them.
They might have some sort of negligent insurance or something out there.
Yeah, or maybe just out of the goodness of their heart. You know?
Yeah, donating all those bad peanut butter cookies.
Yeah, tainted.
Never had that boy checked out one time after all that. He never had him checked for nothing. They just turned him loose, let him go.
You know, I heard that deer called herpes off of Bobby Roy.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Old deer be breaking out.
That deer wasn't right anyway. I mean, they made a legend of that deer for 3 years. Everybody was looking for that deer for some strange reason.
Hunters are terrified of
Yeah.
Ramses.
Yeah, we pretty much all those calls we make, Matador, all over the country. Matador, make sure they remember our neck of the woods where we have Ramses, the intercoursing deer.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
be
we-
careful if you hunt down here.
Beware of the intercoursing deer.
Well, we told one of the northern ladies about that, and she just flipped the script. She said, God, y'all got deer down there to do that? And I told her, you just can't put too much of that lady's scent on that. The female scent, they'll sneak up behind you.
Well, 90% of it's your wishful thinking, so it makes the story good.
Well, anyway, so much for wishful thinking.
Matador's the other night, his son called looking for him. He said he was on his way to my house. He was going to go out in the woods on all fours naked and just wander around. I said, not in my house he's not. So
Them dogs will bite you, you know.
Hell, I go out there and I'm like, I'm trying to get my dogs in the house because I don't want them to bite you. They no telling what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was dark, so I never did find you. But
Well, do you know that a BB gun can't go through the coat of a dog? But I seen on Animal Planet that a BB can go through the coat of a dog's hide.
well, if you pump it more than 3 times, it will. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. Man. I thought their little skin was a little tougher than
And
that.
poor old animal died after you shot him right in the heart.
No, it's a long way from the heart.
You pumped it 378 times.
It exploded after 4 times.
He pumped
Fro.
that BB gun more times than he.
Okay.
Bro, I want to ask you
Alright.
about something that's near and dear to all of our hearts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Boogie's Beer Joint.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
I hear there's a guy writing a song right as we speak about the night Boogie's burned.
I heard about that. As a matter of fact, I was thinking Pooh Bah ought to get together and write that. I think he would do a good job at writing a song for that because he played up there at Boogie's a lot and just came out
Yeah.
with peach moonshine margaritas.
Yeah.
And he
when
wrote
the
that
king
song.
went on a crown.
Yeah,
About Billy.
about Billy.
Billy's a king when he's on the crown.
I
I miss Boogie's voice. I'm telling you. Weekends roll around.
That's the night that Boogie's burned down.
It still
Remember
hurts
that?
me.
Remember that song there, Vicki Lawrence? Remember from the Carol Burnett show? That was her song, wasn't it?
Yep. There's nowhere to go in Polk County. People just wandering the streets drinking.
Like zombies.
Mm-hmm. There's nowhere to
Has
go.
anybody got together and bought about 4 cases and said, come on over and let's build another Boogie's?
That's a good idea.
That's what I recommend.
I bet if Billy let you be the supervisor on that project, it'd be a hell of a damn bar. By the
Well, I
time you
know
finish.
some of them boys up there. And believe me, brother, them boys know their stuff. You just get your 4 cases and just let them
We
sip
get
and
the
work.
we get the Burrell brothers up there. We get some mule team.
Get Roscoe and Ronnie.
Yeah,
Be
log
pulling-
cabin up
pulling
there.
the 4x4s up.
Great big 2-story log cabin. Boy, just over a few months of drinking beer and just having fun with your brother and building as we go. Didn't take long.
Wouldn't take long. We get some of those Jehovah's Witnesses.
No, I
They'll
think you
build a
stepped out of
church.
bounds on that now.
They'll
brother.
build a church in a weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, they'd probably steal the good mules because they can't drive cars.
I wonder if some of those Amish would come over and help.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Them boys will give you a hand if it's for a cause. Get you 4 or 5 of them brothers and help with that foundation. The rest of it's history. They know how to log cabin that thing there, brother.
They could bake and have a bake sale, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is it?
Some
Any
of those-
more vegetables
we could
left?
have a party for all those young Amish girls.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'd
Let-
say
let
they
me
got
show you
buku
something.
of turnip
Mhm.
greens coming out this
Teach
time.
you
This is a
something new.
record. This is a record player.
Okay. And gate number 2, there'll be no heading. Gate number 3, look what you see. Gate number 4, 1 step before it's time. And these 3 horses are running for the roses.
Well,
Okay. Whatever you just talking about.
A step before it's time. Alrighty then.
Right.
Okay.
Apparently, the Reverend is coming through your brain.
Okay, we could use Reverend Seymour.
Not until Wednesday.
Well, I think he was right to go ahead and see what you can do on that counseling for that man and his wife. After all, he wants to sit around and drink beer all day and extra horse for supper. He won't even get up and see what he wanted to bring the plate after he done sat down and drunk 10 beers.
Who are you talking about now?
Well, I was talking about people needing a counselor and needing a psychiatrist. Like, counselor come in here for a reason, and we appreciate you, counselor, because I'm really able to keep my sanity a lot better, because FRO Daddy is just running me completely off the hook.
I'm glad I can help.
We appreciate you, counselor.
Fro, I think we made the right call about backwash.
Oh, what was that?
I listened to part of it, and I think that Stanberry and Doughball beat the hell out of Franklin.
Oh, they did.
I heard a scuffle.
Is he not back yet?
Ooh.
No, he's missing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think they may have killed him.
Oh, God, it's been quiet here. Like, we'll see Wednesday what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in Wednesday morning and find out if they're
I
still
believe
on.
he's duct taped in a trunk of a car somewhere.
Lord, them boys know how to use that duct tape.
Yeah, it was getting very radical.
Well, I've noticed now that it was kind of weird that a lot of those the pundits, the Republicans, they were saying all these. Matter of fact, we were running something on the air every hour. This guy was predicting about a 400 win, for Romney.
Oh yeah, Dick Morris.
400 plus,
Mm-hmm.
and Obama wouldn't pull 30 electoral votes. Seemed like it was the opposite, though. Wasn't it like 385 to
About 330.
108 or something like that?
I think it was around 330 to.
They finally finished Florida, and apparently Obama won Florida.
Edged him out in Florida.
Anyway, I thought it was interesting that they, instead of coming on and saying, I was wrong, apparently it's what America wants, it's just the storm.
It's just silent.
Well, Sandy. Hurricane Sandy, it wasn't fair.
And some people are still out of electricity
Because
behind
apparently only Republicans were living in the Northeast and couldn't vote.
Maybe that's it.
So I think that we'll be using that for 4 years.
It takes a while.
Before that, it was hanging Chad and hanging Negro and whatever else you got up here in the tree behind the palms.
The well-hung Negro.
I mean, wait a minute, Skillet.
That's where people got the wrong impression about black people.
Oh, so you're getting into the wajawulakudas of this multitude of words.
Because these white girls go, well, how was it? Well, he was hung well. I mean, he couldn't get away.
Well, you shouldn't have never asked her that.
He screamed and kicked for a little while.
Yeah. But don't look over into that now. You can't go where the others go. You don't look quite like they do.
Ooh.
Yeah, so don't you
That
try
sounds
it.
interesting.
Well, it's a little difference there, brother.
What
so
size ropes did you use?
Don't try that now.
Well, they're...
Okay, next page.
Well, I'm at the end of the book.
Well, I'm glad that they got a chance to celebrate this Veterans Day. It was all well worth it.
And we did an excellent job of helping people.
Yes, we're getting better all the time. And
Speaking of this, I was looking at a big ad in the banner, and I thought maybe there's some sort of porno movie being a new porno coming to town or something. And then I remembered that this race out here on Saturday, it's the last race of the year at the Cleveland Speedway, and we're going to give away a family 4-pack on Thursday and a family 4-pack on Friday of these $20 tickets. So you're talking $80 a pop, and it's the Gobbler.
so they winterize. They'll winterize those.
It's the
automobiles.
Gobbler.
Counselor, do you winterize your boat
Well, I just pull them out of the water and put it in the
inside?
inside. That's
Bro.
a little easier.
Have you winterized yours yet?
No, man, I went up there and drank a beer or two on it. And
See, that's what I'm saying.
catfished.
Boy, somebody might have put a fire under you to make you move a little faster. Come on now, Swifty.
You got to winterize that equipment.
Yes, indeed.
It will freeze, folks.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do about my
Gotta
bike.
keep antifreeze in your pipes.
Because
That's
if
right.
it drops down to 20, my gears freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Is that why you wear long johns year round?
Oh, you better. I guarantee.
Let me see what color. I bet you're wearing blue.
I don't remember what they are. It ain't
Let me
none of
see.
your business.
Let me see.
I got on several pair today, brother.
Let me see. I know you got on the dark
He's so
blue.
skinny. He needs them long johns.
That's what I'm saying. If Fro want to mess with me, why you mess with my little head that way, Fro? That ain't
I
good.
don't mess with your little head.
Why you messing with me like
Although
that?
your other head is big. I mean, it's awful little, too.
Well, that don't mean nothing.
The size of a cantaloupe.
Yeah, that's why I wear a chastity belt. Okay.
So what are you working tonight, Fro? At the Rush. What exercises are you doing?
I'll be doing a little bit of everything. That's kind of my modus operandi.
You're gonna do a total body work.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything. I do aerobics. I do jazzercise.
Zumba.
I do a step. I do Zumba.
You know, Pat was wanting to come over and do Zumba. I
I
noticed.
think he was wanting. They were asking if I knew him, you know. And I was like, well, I was kind of embarrassed because he came in there with a little outfit on, you know, talking while I was trying to work out.
Yeah, leg warmers and stuff.
Like,
Hey, do you do lifting too?
Yeah, and then I do a little bit of that in between. I do the stomach things and the crunches and
Well, do you have a lot of
200
cracking and
sit-ups.
popping going on?
Just in my neck.
The cracking and popping, that's part of your exercise, cracking and popping and lifting and
I
bending.
think I seen Pat in a Zumba class one day.
Really,
He's a big guy wearing like.
he wanted to he wanted to be the instructor, and they were like, well, you know, we've already got one. You can go ahead and be in the class. And he was like, you know, he wanted to be up on that little stage, you know.
Yeah, he liked to
where
stay.
everybody could
He had on a
see.
leotard when I saw him. He was a big guy wearing a leotard.
When I saw him, but he had on like a little pair of shorts over it, kind of, you know.
Yeah, and leg warmers.
But
Yeah.
hey, well, that's kind of weird, man.
Straight out of the 80s, man. Straight out of the 80s.
All right, could he do cartwheels?
I just saw him in there dancing around.
Oh, with those ballerina girls?
Well, Zumba.
Okay. Cartwheel units.
Wow.
You know, that'd be good if a person could, a little person like me could open up a place for people who can't bend over anymore. They can't tumble. What about a tumbling school for people that's really overweight?
What would you do if somebody
Or for
couldn't bend
old
over?
people.
Well,
Like
you know,
osteoporosis.
Well, people who couldn't do forward rolls, first you got to teach them how to roll over is what I'd call it. That's where you roll over and over until they learn to get their mind tight. And then after they get it tight, you teach them to stand up and do cartwheels. And you could teach them to walk around on all four. And then you teach them how to run around the mat. You know what I'm saying? They could run around the mat on their hands and knees, of course with pads because their skins is sensitive. But you can teach them how to walk on their hands and knees, and then how to run. And I have so many dreams for people who aren't really into the exercise programs. It's just plain basics.
Kind of like romper room for old people.
Yes. It's just
Yes.
starting them off, and then before you know it, they'll be moving at the top of their level. Before you know it, it takes a few months to get them physically fit to where they can even do cartwheels. To see a pretty lady come in front of them that don't look like they can do a cartwheel, but they can do one of the most beautiful cartwheels you ever seen. And this person happens to be 75, 80 years old and just can beautiful cartwheel.
I'm with you. I think if you instituted that, you could probably get people moving.
Yeah, and for the bigger guys who have the pregnant look, you know, you have to teach them too how to roll over a little bit before they can get on their hands and forward. You know, it's just like you can do it with your kids, and it's the kind of training that I be doing. That they could do it with the kids where they get on their hands and knees, but the kids want to play too much, so we had to put them in another whopper room, I guess is what you call it, whopper room.
Well, a lot of times you can give them some vodka and cherry Coke, and they'll calm right down, go to sleep.
Yeah, and I know it don't take much to calm them down, but I think seeing a 60-year-old do a cartwheel is the most beautifulest thing a person could do.
That would be great.
A little tumbling for the people that's 60 and over. You know, I think that's a great idea to open up that syndrome for people who really take their health. And if you got a good trainer that can know how to use the whip on themselves, I mean, you could really bring a lot out in some of those people who gave up on their physical conditions. Of course, I'd start them all on all fours before I could, and then I'd work them into doing bigger and better things. So next fall, I might open up a gymnasium for people that gave up on their physical.
You heard it here first, folks.
At
It's coming to town. A tumbling for the aged.
Yes, it is.
The only problem is you can't be in there if there's anybody under 21.
Thank you for that beautiful blessing.
Bro, I want to ask
All right.
you, have you seen the vixen that General Petraeus had an affair with?
Yes.
What
I
do you
don't
think?
blame him. Well, considering she's about 1/3 his age, and he's a little ugly tweeb.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But he is a general.
I'd say he should have taken what he could get.
He said, salute.
Whoa,
He
okay.
said it's worth giving up being the head of the CIA for a little bit of that.
Or a whole lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think she went to Afghanistan with him and everything.
So she's been
I'm gonna
around
write
a while.
book, All of Me, or what's it called? All for One or something. All in one.
Women have got a lot of good men in trouble.
Well, they say
Look
a
at
glass and a woman.
Samson, Delilah,
Mhm.
King David, and Bathsheba,
The
Monica,
glass,
Bill,
Adam, and Eve.
a glass of wine and a
Matador,
woman.
and that goat, Ricky.
Yeah, that was so exciting. I mean, I'll take that back.
Charlene and Bobby Roy.
Yeah, them boys. Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know, guys. It's awful dark out there. I don't care for this new time, and
And I hope it ain't raining. I really don't feel like getting wet tonight for some
I
reason.
got news for you. It's pouring.
Where'd it go, Counselor? Just what I
It's been
expect.
bouncing off my bald head all day.
you're alive.
I have been sitting here listening to this for an hour. What is it?
We don't know. It's
Rutting season now, I think.
Bagfar.
Yeah.
It's worse than backfire.
Rutting season is the only thing I can come up with.
And it's for Casey is saying that women get men in trouble. It goes the other way around.
It might be the other way around. Okay.
It's the other way around.
Right.
Don't blame it on the women.
Well,
Men
Catherine,
are the perverts.
okay.
Sick
Who?
puppies.
Who's the perverts?
Men.
Lord, I didn't know that.
A lot of sick puppies out there.
They're all perverts. There's a bunch of them out there on the street. Send a pretty girl by and watch them all turn around and look at her.
Well, that's the
boy.
truth. There's a lot of wandering eyes around here.
That's right. So don't blame it on the women.
Well, ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
Start blindfolding these men.
Women
Straighten them
don't
up.
do that.
No, that's true. Women don't do that. Fro, what do you think it is?
Catherine, would you get married again if you
hormones?
found the right man?
No way.
You wouldn't?
No.
What if he was handsome and had all kinds of money and just wanted to have fun?
No.
Would you marry him?
No.
Well, what if one want to take you on a world cruise?
No.
$5?
The nose had it.
Okay, well I'm gonna agree.
Okay, just don't be putting the women down.
Oh no,
I take it back. I take it all back.
Well, Catherine, I'll kind of be like this. What is that following you around anyway?
What do you mean following me around?
Well,
What
that
is
big
that?
hump on you, that big hump on your back. What is that?
I ain't got no damn thing on my back. What's wrong with you?
That's your butt. That's your butt following you around, Catherine.
Hey,
Now you can put a coffee cup on that baby. I mean,
let me tell you something, you
Well, I-
little pencil. Don't start on me.
oh, I need a place to put my coffee cup here,
Just
Catherine.
because you're a little bitty skinny person, don't be making fun of me.
Well, Catherine, I'm not. I'm just was letting you know what's following you around is all that beefaroni that you
You're
have to.
crazy as hell.
Well, Catherine, I know it ain't easy.
I'm not that big.
Well, Catherine, you hold it. I'm gonna be honest about it. You may not know it, but you need to look in the mirror. You could put a coffee cup on that baby.
I'd like to get about 3 inches away from you and take one swing.
Now, that would hurt, Catherine. That would really hurt.
That'd be the end of you.
Yeah. Especially if I got a tooth knocked out, I'll lay down for real.
Yeah. Let him take his teeth out first.
Okay. Okay, Catherine, I didn't talk about that beautiful thing that you was carrying around.
I
Red.
think she hung up on you.
She don't.
Yeah.
She loves hanging up on us. On me, anyway.
Oh, you made her mad now.
Yes, that's me, Kathy.
Well, kids, it's about that time. Lord, it's almost 10 till 6, and we've just had a big time here on the old crappy Monday show.
Yes, it's been
This is
Monday
the
all day.
Veterinarians Day special.
Yeah, we wanted to make it special for all the veterinarians out there. I hope they were listening.
And
I
Bobby
like-
Sanders, we hope you have heard this show. This
Yeah.
one's for you.
And Matador, we got, don't forget, we also have Doug Mizell coming in on Happy Tracks here in about an hour.
Leave a lot of happy tracks.
Gotta keep this in mind. Yeah, she's got a big behind. Happy track, happy track, Happy trails.
Okay.
So you can call your request and play whatever you want to hear.
I get the feeling that Red's going to be down here tomorrow, and
You think?
around 3:30, and she's going to beat the hell out of the Matador. You need to wear a football helmet tomorrow, Matador.
Well, you know, I'm making a style of my own where I just wear my little helmet that I ride my bike on, so I just wear it every day. It's just my new style. I'm wearing it. I'm not going to just... I'm going to
Is
use
it in your pants?
No, it's my protective skull cap. A skull cap.
I haven't seen you wear it.
Well, I'm gonna
Matador,
start wearing it.
have you ever had a problem like General Petraeus had where you had a sexual relationship with a coworker?
No, I haven't. I haven't tapped anything in so long.
You would if you could, though, right?
Well, no, I don't even look at it anymore. I've gone through that silly stage. I just don't pay it any attention.
Fro Daddy, you're live.
Is that John down there with you?
John who?
That ain't John Cook, is it? Sound like.
No. It's
No,
Casey.
John Cook is at the Golden Corral buffet right now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Johnny Cook.
No, Johnny Cook, he's at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Probably about to get kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be here a long time. You'll get hell out.
I just want to tell Johnny hello.
No.
Ask him when it ain't Johnny.
Call in the morning. He'll be here in the morning.
In the morning.
Sound like in the morning. Y'all guys good. Y'all still doing a good job.
Well, I appreciate it.
I just hope that mirror that Matador puts on his shoe, I hope it ain't got too many sharp corners on it, and I hope it ain't too big around either. The one that Red's gonna
Shove up his bottom.
Well, that's a horseshoe you're talking about, old boy, isn't it?
And well, you said you was gonna put a mirror on your shoe.
No, she